It means shake it up, and let's see how we can look at things from a different perspective.
It's a way of giving yourself permission to make changes in your life, changes for the positive, and being able to get in touch with the real you and not that facade that you show other people, that persona.
I really think about letting go of the shame and the fear that we carry in our lives about who we are, and kind of the self-criticism and judgment.
However we can make a difference and however we can raise awareness, I want to be a part of that. So that was my immediate thought, is just because I know that there are so many people struggling, and we see such a small fraction of those people show up for treatment.
Self-acceptance is really the key to everything. You know, when you accept yourself, it's a lot easier to think that other people are going to accept you too.
How my business runs parallel to some of the concepts expressed in Shake It Up, Accept Yourself is actually multifaceted.
I work at a New Journey Eating Disorder Center, and we provide treatment for individuals struggling with eating disorders. The way Shake It Up parallels with that, at a New Journey we provide a community for people to come together and share about their struggles, become vulnerable, but be in a place where there's acceptance of that. The Shake It Up movement is another opportunity for people to experience that same community.
If you can't accept yourself, just tolerating the fact that you are where you are. So I love the idea of connecting, not just the words, but the physical action. At Reasons, our philosophy is connecting the mind and body. It is about integrating those two forces so that we're not walking through the world just with an intellectual understanding of who we are and why we do the things we do. It's actually bringing in all of our knowledge into our body and getting into the knowledge that we actually hold in our body. We offer yoga therapy 3 times per week. We also offer dance movement therapy. That's why this is so deeply connected with the work that we do.
In my practice as a psychotherapist, I meet people with various parts that they feel need to be hidden, they feel ashamed about. So the self-acceptance piece was super important. And to get into a space where we can really see the wholeness of ourselves on a public level outside of the office felt important.
Well, when people come to Monte Nido, they, are suffering with an eating disorder. There's low self-esteem, no self-acceptance, they feel bad about themselves. And so this actually works right with Monte Nido's philosophy in the fact that we are working to build people's self-esteem. We want them to feel good about who they are. We want them to accept themselves for who they are, the body that they were given, and to look at all the positive things they have about themselves that they can use in this world to make themselves, be a participant of life.
Well, in my private practice and with my Dr. Nina blog and Dr. Nina video show and my podcast, I help people make peace with themselves. Making peace with yourself leads to making peace with food. Making peace with yourself, accepting yourself, all parts of you, your mind, your emotions, your body, your everything. When you are at peace with you, it changes how you feel in the world, it changes everything in your life.
There's so much emphasis on physical beauty as opposed to the inner beauty that is really the real person, that this is just an opportunity to be able to break those molds, shake up that bag of public opinion of what beauty really is. Certainly at the Center for Individual and Family Counseling in North Hollywood, we have a lot of artists that are in our agency. And certainly being able to shake it up, being able to just grab the bull by the horns and do the work so that you can see the strengths that you really have that are hidden underneath that, that need to come out and blossom.
Energy follows thought, and so if you put the thought out there, the energy's going to follow it.
Life is amazing, and it can be if you allow yourself to embrace it to its fullest.
Feeling strong, feeling grounded, feeling rooted to who we are. If you don't feel that as you walk through space, it's going to be really hard to be that in your head.
There's a light and a dark to every part of us. And sometimes it feels like we want to just box things in and only use the light parts. But really, we're such whole human beings. So I think to just shake it up and accept all of you and choose to change what you want to change, but to be able to accept your totality is so important.
In this flash mob that we're going to do in February, you have to accept yourself to be able to go out in public and just dance crazily and be free, and just it's a great exercise to do a little self-acceptance just for the few minutes that we'll be dancing.
You know what, hold on, we've got one more really important person. Well, let me just read the letter. Hi, my name is Shirelle. I write a website called Ask Shirelle, which gives advice to anyone who asks, mostly kids, teens, and parents. Now, you might ask, what's so special about me? What gives me the right to give advice to people? Well, you see, I'm not a person. I'm a husky mix, a dog. And I've spent my whole life watching and loving human beings, mostly really impressed with their intelligence and powers, but also often worried about them. This is why I'm thrilled to be a sponsor of Shake It Up, Accept Yourself. The movement is all about people accepting themselves, loving themselves just as they are. This is just what the world needs. Love, Shirelle.